I don't want co-host. I want man of the people.
Man of the people.
And a great block. Douglas three-pointer. And the ball just erupts here.
Welcome back to another episode of Cavs Corner, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Matthew Suter. I'm joined with my lovely co-host, Ashley Zalek. Ash, we've had a long weekend.
Yeah,
and we have some news to share with you from our results from the Junior Classic and other results from the previous round of our NBL1 and Big V.
Yep, there's a lot to go through today.
There is a lot to go through.
Not too much. There's a bit, though. Do you want me to jump straight in and just go through the Senior Cavalier results from a couple weeks ago?
Yeah, go ahead.
So NBL1 men, the NBL1 teams, they went and played 2 away games. They played Eltham and Bendigo. The men, unfortunately, went down by 48 to Eltham and 13 to Bendigo.
Yep.
The women, they went down by 14 to Eltham and by 6 to Bendigo. The youth men, they got back on the winners list. They picked up an important win against McKinnon here at the Fortress by 9 points. They did get defeated by Frankston by 6, and these women also got defeated by Frankston by 8 on the Sunday.
Yeah, just on the NBL1 men and women, they had to travel to Eltham and Bendigo on the same weekend.
Yeah, that is a
huge weekend.
It's a big weekend. It's a lot of driving to and from and all that sort of thing. So
definitely be putting in a request next year to NBL1 not to have that happen ever again.
Not that double. We don't mind playing them individually, but it is a big weekend for the players.
It's a lot of travel.
Yeah. Independent Estate Agents Player of the Week, that does go to Taylor Simmons. She almost posted a triple-double.
Yeah,
that was
nearly
close, too. She had 24 points, 8 rebounds and 10 assists. And
we might have to go back through the camera work and see if they've missed 2 rebounds there.
Well, we spoke about it last week with some of the youth league players. Yeah. We don't like this dropping short on rebounds business. We've got to work as a team here to get some of these stat lines up because that's what we like. We like seeing the triple-doubles. Surely you've got a triple-double graphic ready to go because we haven't had one yet.
We do. We've got a lot of graphics ready to go. They're just not hitting the targets yet.
One day. Let's go through our players in focus. As I said, Taylor Simmons was our Independent Estate Agents Player of the Week, so she won't be one of our players in focus because we're not doubling up there.
Yep.
NBL men, do you want to go first or shall
I? You can go first.
So versus Bendigo,
yep.
Nathan Frost for the NBL men. He had 14 points, 15 rebounds. Great opportunity for him to step up, and he really filled his role. It's good to see him getting back in the thick of it and getting a lot of those rebounds. So especially, I believe City was injured in that game too.
He was. I believe he suffered an injury against Eltham the night before,
which we believe he's fine now.
Yep.
He's not going to be missing this weekend.
Should be back this weekend.
Yeah, should be fine for this weekend. But in those games, gave Frosty a good opportunity, and he took it with both hands.
That's right. And we have a returning player, so Preston Boongay, who's been out.
Finally back on the court. We've been hanging out for him.
Sidelined with I believe it was diagnosed as a bone bruising of the knee, I believe it was.
Oh, you don't look at me. I'm not a doctor or physio, and no one tells me nothing.
I will double check that information, but I believe that's what it is. He had 20 points, 14 rebounds in his return against Bendigo.
It's just good to see him back on the floor. He brings a lot to the team, so it's exciting to have him on there. He's very athletic. It's going to be good to watch him.
He does, and obviously if Patrick, Preston, and City all on the same floor this week,
and especially with some of these other role players like so Frosty and the Perrys and such, and. Hopefully they keep posting numbers like that.
I'm hoping we get a win.
If they post numbers like that, and then the bigger guys on the roster, they start posting these big numbers too, we're back on track.
That's right.
These injuries have been a bit tough lately for the men.
Yep.
And the women the women to say the least.
The women have suffered a lot of injuries as well.
And so has the youth league men.
Yeah.
And the youth league women have had a few players in there too. So the injury-ridden season for the Senior Cavaliers, but they are starting to all come back, so hopefully we can see some more positive outcomes.
Hopefully a good second half of the season. Anyway, we'll move on to our NBL1 women players in focus, Ash.
You want me to go first? Or you
yeah, you can go first.
So I've gone with Taylor Gilliam. So Gilly, she had a big game. 31 points, 7 assists, 8 3-pointers.
I reckon she just missed out on getting the Independent Estate Agents Player of the Week.
It's hard to go past the borderline triple-double.
Yeah.
And she was, and they had the 2 games. I think Taylor was quite good on both games. Not to say Gilly wasn't good on both games. She just probably wasn't as good as Taylor across both games. So good work, Gilly. 30-point game's huge, though. Like in any
8 threes.
In any league, 8 threes, that's on.
I thought I was a 3-point specialist, but clearly she is.
Well, she is definitely she's definitely a 3-point specialist, though. It's good to see her getting a few more of them in because she usually is good for 3 or 4 of them. To get 8, though, that's big in one game.
That's right. I've gone with Rachel Bell, 22 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists against the Eltham Wildcats.
Tough outing.
She's just a workhorse. She does all the right things, gets to the right spots, and takes some good shots.
Yep. And while we're talking about the NBL1 women, let's just touch back to our Independent Estate Agents Player Week, Taylor Simmons. She just signed on with the WNBL Melbourne Boomers. Did I see that?
Yeah.
I think I saw that online.
She did.
That's good. It's exciting. So, you'll be able to watch Casey Cavalier Taylor Simmons all year round now.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Into our youth men now. Ashley, who have you gone with? Obviously, we played 2 games, didn't we? We played Frankston,
and McKinnon.
McKinnon.
So I'll go first with the game from McKinnon because you were here for that.
Yep.
So I'm not going to. Or do you want to talk about that one? Because you were here. I wasn't here.
Look, we
talk about it because you were here. So
we chose to go with Justin Ochea, 30.7 rebounds against McKinnon. Look,
again, that's another 30-point game.
He just attacks the ring so well, and no one can get to him because he just jumps so high and he's just so athletic.
I think we should be taking credit for that because I feel like when Justin first came onto the scene a few years ago, we were calling him a role player, and we've just really, fired him up a bit. Because now
I don't think he's a role player anymore. He's a key player.
He's a key starting role player. Or the key starting role player. Yep, that makes sense.
He's a
key starting player. He's back. He's in.
And look, if he keeps doing all the right thing, I believe he might have picked up a little bit of a niggle that game, which is why he didn't play against Frankston the day after. But look, hopefully the weekend break has come and he's all right to go for this week.
That game did get him a spot on the Big V starting five again, so that was pretty good. I'll talk about Ethan Bolton.
Yep.
So in the Sunday game against Frankston, we know that was a tight one. They went down by 6 points. Ethan was big as always, 22 points, 10 rebounds, big double-double, leading from the front as always. So we hope to see more of that from Ethan. It's good to see. We did talk about him making sure that he was getting 10 rebounds plus per game. So he did that there. So good job, Ethan. That average that we talked about last week, that's going to bounce back up.
Exactly right. Now, the youth women, I might as well just go here. Kyra Webb, 27 points, 14 rebounds, and 3 assists.
That's a big double-double.
It is a huge double-double.
And that's exactly what we talked about before, about the starting five. She was in that as well. Big V starting five.
Yep. Who have you gone with?
I've gone with Lucy Dexter, 18 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. I spoke to the coaches about this game. They were really proud of the way I think Lucy bounced back because she had a few turnovers early in the game, which, as a point guard, that can cause some strife in your head mentally. And she bounced back really strongly into the second, third, and fourth quarters to, I think she went from that point onwards and only had 1 turnover for the rest of the game, which is a really good response when you get called upon. Yeah,
so congratulations to all those players who are our players in focus this week. Yep. And we will move into your favourite segment.
It is my favourite. I like the highlight of the week. Do you want to talk about it or should I talk about it?
You can talk about it. You love talking about it.
Right, so we're winding the clock back here because we, let's be honest, it's been a bit of a week off here. And
you just didn't want to go through the
there's a lot of footage to go through when they're playing the 2 games. And the NBL1 guys and girls, a couple of losses there. So we're going to go back again to another highlight from the Ballarat game.
Yep.
So where the game went to overtime with the men. We should have talked about this last time. I think we talked about the alley-oop dunk last time.
We did talk about the alley-oop dunk.
This one features a bit of Blake Taylor again. It is his 3-point shot to force overtime, which was just, we were both in the building. It was an exciting experience.
It was unreal.
9.3 seconds to go. Cavs ball on the sideline. We get the impound. We go for the, it looks like the close the gates play. A bit of a close the gates play for Pat. Yep. For Pat to get through, I think it's City and Blake. They're all focused on Pat, I think, the defense there. Blake flares out to the wing. Perry sees him, hits him on the wing, gets the shot up, has a bit more time because the defense is a bit further away, but the defense does get a hand up pretty well in his face, and he just knocks it down with a couple of seconds on the clock, and it ends up going overtime.
Yeah, I believe we've got a new communication headset going on here at the Fortress for our game days, and everyone who had a headset on was quietly excited.
Was very excited for that one.
When I say quietly excited,
loudly.
It was really loud.
Loudly excited.
Really loud.
And even I'll get Matt here to play with the settings here on this one. Listen to the noise on this when the 3 goes into Pause for effect.
Yeah, pause for effect. No, it was very loud. I almost didn't watch. I was up the other end of the court, trying to haggle their teammates out of their shots, and I had to hide around the corner for like the last minute.
I watched it. It was exciting.
I couldn't. My heart. Well,
it's a good shot, Blake. Well done. Great. I mean, that game was a whole great team effort, but that shot was unreal. It was Blake's breakout game. So, well done, Blake, and we look forward to seeing it again this Saturday night. So
exactly right. That moves into our next segment, which
what a flow! What a transition from us here.
What a flow! The next home game, mental health round, June 17th.
Which, if you're not good at the calendar, it's this Saturday night.
It is this Saturday night.
This Saturday night
at the Fortress, which, if you're not good with names, is Casey Stadium.
You got the Lifeline orange socks. They're available to purchase online or here at Casey Stadium during competition hours or office hours. They're $12 each.
Yep.
The proceeds gets donated to Lifeline. They've got the Cavman logo on the side. You can wear them on Friday, the 16th of
Yep.
June. You can wear them domestic sort of any time you want. You can wear them at training. Wear them around, just your livelihood there. They're really good-looking socks. So get online if you haven't got them yet, or you will be able to purchase them on game day too.
That's right. Now, if you want to come to the game, obviously it's $10 for an adult, $5 for a junior, and 10 and under are free.
Yep.
We give away free hand clappers and, hand clappers that have been given back to us as a recycling program that we're running.
You got there in the end?
We got there in the end. We give away prizes and everything all night. We have more playing cards available this weekend. I'm not sure.
We'll post later in the week
who we're going to put out, but you can keep an eye on our social media for that one. And we have our brand new 3-game memberships. I don't know if that's...
Yep, you can buy them
on the list.
You can buy them on the day. The other 3-game memberships, $20 for an adult, $10 for a child. That basically means buy 2 get 1 free. That'll cover you for most of the games the rest of the season.
Well, 3 games for the rest of the season covers all Big V games.
And it also gets you access to all.
Big V finals.
The Big V games and finals don't count as one of your 3 games.
Yep.
The 3 games is just the NBL1 game. So you buy one of those and you do come to the Big V games, you are definitely saving a lot of money.
That's right. So if you purchase one on the weekend, you can come back on the Sunday and watch our youth men and our youth women.
Yep.
Who are they taking on, Ash? Do you know? You didn't put it on the agenda list, did you?
I didn't.
I believe we're taking on Waverley. I'm going to take a stab and say it's Waverley that we're taking on.
Yep.
I might
I'll
be
back
wrong.
you with it. I'm going to back you with it.
I'm going to back
it is
my
Waverley.
memory.
It is Waverley because I remember you spelled it wrong on the flyer and then we went back over it.
Oh, no, you can't do that to me here. You can't do that to me here. Anyway, that didn't go on the social media, but what you can see on our social media is our new TikTok, Ash.
New TikTok.
Our new TikTok.
Thanks to the team at NBL and JBL.
JBL Australia,
NBL and JBL. So JBL, the speaker brand.
Yep.
They gave us a speaker to have some fun with. So we took Kev out and got Pat down here, and it's a bit of fun. So it is a TikTok-only piece of content. Head to our TikTok there, which will come up down the bottom here, I think.
Exactly.
So,
we also have Facebook, Instagram as well, if you want to check out those social media accounts there.
Yeah, awesome. Before we get into the rest of the show, let's just quickly thank some of our sponsors. So, Illusion Gas Lock Fires, keep warm this winter.
Guzman Y. Gomez, fast food your mum says yes to. We have ice cream and, I believe, not going to put it out here, but we have another giveaway of free burritos this week.
Yep. If the opposition miss 2 free throws in a row, you'll get that opportunity to get that. So, mate, but you have to be here. You have to be here at the Fortress to get that prize. And
fill the stands, free burritos. Hopefully we get a win against
Get the GYG chant happening. And on the GYG, I know we have fast food, your mum says yes to. We both love that saying.
Yeah.
I saw some new promotional work from
Did
GYG
you?
on the weekend. Yeah.
What is it?
Fast food athletes say yes to.
That's right, because they are, I believe, sponsoring the netball. The netball.
So,
we've started that, I reckon.
We started that. Fast food athletes say yes to. Yep. So, that includes everyone here listening.
That's
so,
right.
An excuse to have some GYG.
We're all athletes.
We're all athletes.
If we're
going to be eating GYG, I'm an athlete. Let's go. Who's next? Melbourne Orthodontic Group. Keep smiling.
Carlisle Homes, build a better home. As you all know, fill out the referral form on the website. Refer us $500 in your pocket, I believe it is.
Yep, that's right.
Money back in our pocket.
$500 for just filling out a form. If you're building that home, get it in your pocket.
Exactly.
PhysioWorks Health Group, assisting case basketball with all your injury prevention and recovery needs.
That's right. Independent estate agents organising your home buying and selling needs. Harry and the team will take care of you on that one.
Yep. Intersport, Cranbourne and Case Central. They've got all your sports equipment and attire.
Yep. Pakenham, Mazda, Zoom.
Podcast sponsor.
Look, they'll help you out with any of your car-related needs if you need to buy a new car or a used car.
And make sure you mention Case Basketball too, because they'll look after you even more than we know that they would already look after you.
And Universal Athlete Centre, which is a new sports facility.
Sports recovery and workout facility in Narre Warren. So, get in touch with those guys if you want to do some working out.
That's right.
And while we're on the roll here, merchandise. As we said, we talked about the orange socks. We've got T-shirts, hoodies. Watch this space. We might have a small sale soon. Don't know when it's going to come. Don't know what's going to be involved, but keep your eyes peeled for that. And as always, you can get some merch.
It's the first I'm hearing of it.
Here at NBL1 Game Day.
I'm going to have to create some promotion stuff, aren't I?
All right, let's get into the second half of this podcast. Junior Cavalier news. Let's talk classic.
Yes,
National Junior Classic.
Let's talk classic. I was there on the Saturday taking
photos. Yep.
Taking photos of the teams. And look, if you haven't seen them online, they're on Facebook. Check them out. Plenty of action going around on the weekend. How did our girls go, Ash?
So our girls. Remember this is rankings in the country.
Yes.
So it's not just the tournament. I mean, it is the tournament rankings, but realistically, it's the rankings in the country.
It's what,
for
the top 16 teams?
Top 16 teams in the country come together in this tournament to compete. So this is where they finished nationally.
Yep.
So under 12 girls, they finished 5th
Yep.
nationally. Under 16 girls finished 12th, and the under 18 girls finished 6th. nationally. So that's an unreal effort there, just short of a couple of medals there. But,
Yep.
it's an outstanding effort just to be invited to the tournament. So they've competed really well over the tournament. Tell us how the boys went.
Yep, so we have the under-12 boys who finished 4th. They had a playoff game against Broadmeadows, and I believe just
for the
got
bronze
lost.
medal.
For the bronze medal game.
Yeah.
Just got beaten, but that's okay. You can't win every single game, but finishing 4th in the country is an unreal effort.
Yep.
Our under-14 boys finished 7th.
Yep.
The 16 boys finished 14th, and our under-18 boys finished 5th. So to have, 3 of the boys' teams finish in the top 10 of the country across their, across that is fantastic.
No, it is good. We don't have any updates here at the moment for the Nunawading tournament. We do believe that the under-14 girls, they finished, I want to say, 5th in the Nunawading tournament. It was 4th or 5th, I think. Nathan might correct us on that one. He can comment below if he wants to correct us, but I think they're 4th or 5th Nunawading tournament, and I'm not aware of the other team that attended that tournament. So we'll give you an update on that one next week if we get it. And referee news. We actually, on the National Junior Classic, we had, is it 9 referees participate? I think it is 9 referees. It was the second most of any association in the state. Do you want me to run through them real quick?
Yeah, you can run through them real quick.
So in the under-12s and 14s area, we had Cameron Nunn, Josh Stewart, Marcus Riding, and Riley Gaskin all representing. For the under-16s, we had Jordan Minter and Jordan Slater. And for the under-18s, we had Con Economou, Nathan Johnson, and Alex Lithgow. And how did they go on the weekend?
So they all went really well. I think only 3 of them had medal matches.
Yep. And we say only 3, like their medal matches are easy to get. They're not
they're not easy.
They're not easy.
Well, if you think about it, there's 16 teams in a pool, which means that there's hundreds of games across the weekend.
Well, there's only 2 matches per age group per gender.
Yeah.
That you can get that have medals in them, right?
Yeah, exactly right. So Riley Gaskin, congratulations on the under-14 boys bronze medal game that he made. Jordan Minter, 16 girls bronze medal, and Alexandra Lithgow, the 18 girl bronze medal game.
So well represented there, and they just did another outstanding job.
Now, it wasn't just referees who were there. We also had 3 ref coaches represent us.
We did.
At the Classic, we had Josh Nichols.
Yep.
Taylor Buttle.
Yep.
And Kim Symes.
Kim
Symes, yeah. So congratulations to those.
They told us they didn't want the shout out. They didn't want the shout out.
Well, they're getting one.
They're getting one anyway. But they told us they didn't want it. They're a bit humble in that space. But they're just proud of the work that their referees are doing. So, but you're right. They do deserve some recognition.
That's exactly right. Moving on. Finally, any other ref news? No? Josh didn't give you anything in the office?
No, we've had a few gradings over the weeks, but they go up on Facebook. So if you want to see any recent gradings going there, there's been a lot lately. Referee of the month, the PhysioWorks Health Group Referee of the Month was Isabel McIntyre.
Yep.
And congratulations to Brittany Porch, who recently also was promoted to A grade, got her A grade accreditation. And then before we get into the upcoming programs and events, let's just touch on a little bit of just general Casey basketball news here. So, as you all know, Daniel Fabian, he is the team manager for the NBL1 men and women, and he was the team manager for the Australian Boomerangs. And that is the national team for those with an intellectual impairment. They've done an outstanding job. They've come home with the gold medal at the 2023 Virtus Global Games.
Yep.
So that's unreal. Over in France, representing the country, him and the team, gold medal.
Yeah, gold medal. I believe they also travelled with the American team as well while they were there. And look, we're very proud of Fabes and the things that he does here at the Cavs. And to go and represent not only us but Australia at these games is unreal. And we're really proud of him.
The role of team manager often gets swept under the carpet a bit. It's a bit of
a tough job.
It's a thankless job, to be honest.
It is a thankless job.
But it's important and it's required at all levels, whether it's your local domestic team right up to the national team.
That's right.
The roles and responsibilities as you go through the ranks obviously gets more and more, but the thank probably doesn't get more and more.
Yep.
So it is very important that we shout you out. Congratulations, Fabes. Outstanding effort to get that gold medal with the team, and we look forward to having you back with the NBL1 teams, hopefully this weekend. I don't know if he gets back this weekend. It's only just recent.
I'm not
I
sure.
hope so, because we miss him, and we'll do you'll see some stuff on social media a bit later in the week about that.
That's right. And before we go into the upcoming programs and events here at Casey Stadium, a big shout out to cafe worker Kat, who is probably one of our number one supporters here on the
She does love the podcast, and it's her birthday today.
It is her birthday, so happy birthday to you, Kat. And she's the one that kind of organises all the function,
game day food
and stuff.
From the YMCA perspective.
Happy birthday to you, and we look forward to hearing your feedback here on the podcast.
We always appreciate the feedback. We never not appreciate that. Upcoming programs and events. School holiday time's just around the corner. 3-on-3 tournament. The spots are filling up fast on that one, so get online, register for that. You want to talk about the holiday clinics?
So we've got school holiday clinics. It's not even listed there, mate. You haven't listed any of the.
Do you make the flyer? How do you not know the information?
I'm only kidding. Right. I'm only kidding. So we have our.
Here we go.
We have our domestic clinic.
Yep.
Our domestic clinic.
Who's that for?
Domestic people, obviously.
Yep.
Duh.
All right. And what else do we have?
We have our junior representative camp, holiday camp.
Where can people find the registrations for that one?
You can find them on, I'm going to say, Team App.
Yep, yeah, that's good.
Click on the link below. And we also have our beginner clinic.
Yep, and who's that for?
Which is for anyone participating in the Hoop Hero program.
That's the one?
Yep. Or if you haven't played at all.
That's right. And the registrations for those, they're all online.
That was tough to get through.
CaseyBasketball.com.au/holidays.
Do you know how many flyers I have to look at every day?
Yeah, it's still the info. You've got to absorb all the information. So,
you know how blinding it is?
I've got to get this out here. CaseyBasketball.com.au/holidays is where you'll find the information for all of that, except for the rep camp. That's just on your team app.
That's right. Now, I'm going to let you go through the Term 3 development programs because all registrations are now open.
They are all open. So, Kinder Hoop Heroes, that's ages 3 to 5. Hoop Heroes is ages 5 to 11 with 2 different types of programs. So, they've got the 5 to 8 and the 8s to 11s. The information for that one's on the website. The Casey Academy, for those a little bit older than that, the Future Cavs is expressions of interest only. So you do need to go online and complete the expression of interest and then get your spot on there. And then, of course, Cavaliers Advantage, which is our representative development program. That is for junior Cavs only. And you can get the registrations for that. And again, that'll be on Team App and some flyers will be coming around later this week. So I smashed all that out.
And this is why you answer all the phone calls.
And I smashed all that out. So, and the registrations for all of those are open now. But they do feel fast, so it's important that you get online and secure your spot.
Well, I'd be a little bit worried as the the marketing guy if you didn't know any of these
You're
programs.
the media guy. You don't know what's going on.
I just make the flyers, mate. I just make the flyers. You give me the information. I plug it in. Sometimes I spell it wrong, but it is what
anyway,
it is.
And finally, of course,
available.
This Saturday night here at the Fortress, the Casey Cavaliers, they take on the Sandringham Sabres in the NBL1 men and women from 5:30 p.m. Get down here. Bring the noise. It's mental health round, so make sure you pick up your own socks. If you don't get them before, then you can get them on the day. $12 each. Once they're gone, they are gone. We won't have any more for this year.
Right.
So get down, bring the noise. Hand clappers, lots of noise. If you're here recently, the Mexican Wave happened last home game. It was a very exciting event. So
a lot of things happen in that game.
Don't miss out. So get down here because you're right. There's a lot that happens. And that's it from the official stuff. So if you want to turn it off, you can turn it off. But stick around for a bit because we're going to talk a little bit of rubbish for a little bit because, we love that.
We do like a little bit of rubbish. NBA.
And we talked about this. We tipped Denver in how many?
I believe in 5. Denver in 5. And I believe I said that Miami would go and take one on their home floor. And they did not.
And
they did not.
And how many did Denver win by?
It was 4-1.
5. They won in 5. We said it. You heard it here first that they were going to win in 5.
That's
and
right.
They did. And
Braden, you know what? Braden thinks he's a mad Miami supporter.
Just for reference, yeah.
But he would not watch it. Would not watch it.
Oh, it's a very intense time, right? We didn't really watch it either. It's during the day, so we just kept up to date with the stats.
We're just throwing a little bit of banter at him.
That's better. We got there. So that was Nikola Jokic, the Joker.
If that's how you want to pronounce it, yep.
Yeah, why not? He's Finals MVP.
The Joker?
Yeah, he was Finals MVP.
Was he?
Yeah, he was. Yeah, good week for Jokers.
Yeah.
Not that it's basketball, but
Jokers and chokers like Collingwood.
No, I was going to say Jokers as in Novak Djokovic.
He did take out the French Open.
He took out the French Open, and now he's the standalone most Grand Slams ever by a male tennis player.
That's right. And the Pretenders, Collingwood, took the L yesterday against Melbourne.
As a Melbourne fan, it was a good day to be a Melbourne fan. And if you watched the game, which I'm sure many people did, it was a lackluster affair in terms of some skill performances. But I think that just came from a lot of pressure.
How about them Ds? If you're a social media person, try and find a video of Ash here. He got an interview after the game.
Nope, didn't happen. Man of the people.
Now, speaking of man of the people.
No, I don't want to talk. I want to keep talking about footy first. You want to talk about footy? Because we're not going to talk, we know it's not our cause, but I did shed a bit of a tear watching Neil Danaher walking through the race.
Yes,
with the guard of honour before the game. That was very emotional. It's one of those things where you just hope it's not, but it seems likely that it could be the last time we see him.
Every year it comes around and it's like, is this going to be the last time we see him?
So I shed a tear because it felt like one of those moments at the G yesterday. So that was he's a great man. Should be Australian of the Year.
Should be.
Anyway,
I agree.
We'll digress on that because we
will
can talk about that all day.
We will. Man of the people. Back to being man of the people. Ash, I heard you took one of your sons swimming the other day.
I took them all swimming.
You took them all
swimming?
swimming?
I don't leave them behind. I take them all together.
You don't just take one, you just take them all.
Head down to...
What happened? What happened? Tell me about
Casey got recognised from the podcast. So shout out to the gentleman. I didn't catch his name because we were already in the pool and dealing with the waves and kids jumping all over us. So
he was just leaning over the top of the barrel.
No, he was in the pool.
Oh, he was in the pool.
There's a wave pool. In the wave pool down in Narre Warren. We're the waves come on, so it's when the waves come on.
Did he ask for a signature?
Whatever, in the pool. I doubt he wanted it either. I think he just it wasn't like, oh my God, who's that? I think he was just like, hey, I think you're that guy. And I'm like,
you're that guy.
The point is, I got recognised from Cavs Corner, and that is the main point here. So man of the people.
Yep.
That's I'm getting that as that. Next time that you do our little names in the bottom, I don't want co-host. I want man of the people.
Man of the people.
Man of the people down the bottom.
That'll be in the editing process.
Yeah, no, you got to mix that one up for me.
Man of the people.
Yeah, no.
Right,
So
we'll give it to you.
How many times have you been recognised outside of the stadium from the podcast?
Well, all the footy boys know about it now.
Okay.
So
yeah, but they already know you. I'm talking about people that don't know who you are.
I'm the man of the people.
No, that's my title. That's my title. I don't want that. No, get out of it. Get out of it. Get out of it.
No, I'm not going to incriminate.
How many times?
I'm not going to incriminate myself.
How many times?
Because the footy boys will find me.
How many times have you been seen outside of the stadium and someone goes, "Hey, are you that guy?" Just not a recognisable character.
Too many times.
But the piece of feedback that I did get, he was surprised at how tall I am. I'm 6'7". How tall are you?
5'9".
I did tell him that we do a very good job at disguising our heights on this show, just to make sure that we're looking pretty similar here.
Yeah.
So for those of you that don't know, I'm actually sitting back on court 2 at the moment.
Wow.
That joke only worked if you're watching this. If you're listening to this podcast, that joke's not nearly as funny.
You've got a big head, mate.
It's not that big. Look, it's not that big. Man,
if you're sitting back there, you've got a big head.
Man of the people. Man of the people. That's it. That's all we've got time for.
That's it.
That's a long podcast. It's been a while since we've done a long one like that, but we did miss a week. So
we did.
We'll see you here at the Fortress this Saturday night. Mental health round. The NBL1 Casey Cavaliers. They take on Sandringham Sabres. See you then from 5:30 p.m.
Bye.
Oh, 3-pointer, and the Fortress erupts here.
Hold up.